And if you would be to use Mirage or something else like this with Quellor, the damage will go into very stupid numbers. For some reason, so many people ask me to do a Stahlta build, but I was wondering why. So someone linked me a video called The Best Weapon in Warframe, and it was Stahlta. And without really watching it, I just knew that's not true. Because the weapon I wanna show you is leagues above that in terms of damage output, overall quality of life when you're using it, and it just feels better. You're watching in background performance of Stahlta with Roar with pre-stack primary Merciless. And for the start of the video, we're gonna be using the same exact build with Roar with primary Deadhead, with the only difference in the builds being the Riven. And here you go, the performance of Quellor with body shots versus headshots. There is no point going for the body shots since the weapon is so easy to aim at the heads. And that's how our Quellor performs, but from what I heard, Stahlta was supposed to be used with Zata's Whisper, so let me adjust my arcanes and let's see the difference now. Let's use Panzer this time for some priming. And I swapped to primary Deadhead because I thought it's really easy with Stahlta to stack it as well. But in my opinion, the performance still not really impressive to be fair, considering my Revenant is a test subject, so he has like 2 green Archon shards for full armor strip. And we added our viral primer and full armor stripper from also the Panzer to our Stahlta with Zatas. Low base magazine capacity, low base maximum ammo, very long charge time, and very not impressive damage compared to Quellor. And now, one more time with same setup with Quellor, just fuck the priming, because Quellor is good, doesn't need priming. Priming just puts it into damage cap numbers, so we can just quickly take care of them without any priming and other shit, just not even stuck in the arcane. Just go in, kill, go next. And if you would be to use Mirage or something else like this with Quellor, the damage will go into very stupid numbers. And the very big thing about Quellor is its alternate fire, which feels really good to use, is very fast even without arcane acceleration and just with the reinforced bond. Let me use a build without multi-shot to show you the capabilities of its alternate fire in terms of AoE. So we will be using our Mecha Dog primer with build like this, and we're gonna be using viral hit and radiation mods on the weapon for the companion. So let's take a peek at the builds one more time. I'm gonna be using Roar on Revenant with Arcane Rage, Arcane Acceleration. On Quellor I have Primary Deadhead and these mods just to make no multi-shot. And we're gonna be shooting at Exogogs at Officers, on Steelpad, on 220 level. And let's take a look. We're not gonna pre-stack anything because everything gonna be stacked insta. Just get a quick stack here. 3 Deadheads insta, 3 Galvanized Scopes, and one more time. And boom. And one more time. In a millions with just literally no multi-shot. So imagine if you have 3 plus multi-shot. And one more shot. 100 millions easily. And of course, as you can imagine, this gets pretty stupid if you give that weapon into Mirage hands. Just get some quick stack up. Yeah. But honestly, Mirage can do it in the base build that I'm using always. All you have to do to see the damage cap numbers is aim at the heads, but of course you don't really have to. It will just obliterate everything with infinite punch through. Just get some projectile speed for the higher range on it and enjoy the weapon. But don't take it twisted, Stahlta is also a very good weapon. But what weapon is bad with Mirage? Just the sad part is, only damage caps you're gonna be doing is on the heads. And aiming with a radial weapon at the heads is just pointless. Although unlike Quellor, Stahlta shouldn't be really stacked with full damage out, because Primed Firestorm is just too good for it. And with a primer like this, it will always deal with enemies pretty well. Just one shot and they all gonna explode due to status. Thing is, after we got Resourceful Retriever, I just wanna use Panzer. And that changes a lot, because Panzer is not remotely close to the Mecha Dog in terms of priming enemies. So it takes some time before they are fully primed, but Stahlta should still do a good job. Just not as good as Quellor that you can just walk out without waiting for any priming and just kill them. The fact I just need my Roar to be casted out and I just can walk up to them and start killing them pretty quick with more shots per my charge, with way faster charge. It's like, I don't know, I just think Quellor's way better. Quellor has innate cold, so you can easily build viral, but if you want to guarantee viral in case any buffs happening, well, then you just build viral like this. If you want corrosive instead, you build it like this and you can have blast, which will give you some nice AoE. The very high status for a weapon that just spams damage caps. Main difference between the normal shots and alternative fire is the big difference in crit strike chance, crit multiplier, and status. But the magazine capacity being 350 per alternate fire and 900 ammo maximum makes it way easier to maintain compared to Stahlta. Thing is, without my Riven that gives me magazine capacity, Stahlta can do just 2 shots of the alternate fire, which is a big difference compared to our Quellor. So to be fair, the better weapon is the one you prefer more. Just as I always say about Warframe, the best weapon is the weapon you like the most, because every weapon can be easily made very broken. But if I have to be honest, Quellor is one of my favorites because of the high magazine capacity, very high ammo maximum, and the fact you can spam damage caps on it, and that I'm in love with. So this is the build that I call the standard build. We just get this one. It's very important because the alternate fires multiplicative per every status, which is just insanely crazy. That's why we go for primary Deathhead and Arcane Rage on our Warframe. If we're using Nourish, we build Corrosive. If we're not using Nourish, we build Viral on the weapon itself by just changing the high voltage to Rime rounds. This mod is highly optional, but I used to stack it with Sentinel weapon to put all other Vigilante mods on the Sentinel weapon and get 20% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapon. But since we get Companion rework, I just rather use any other beast, so I get the Resourceful Retriever up. So either you're addicted to multi-shot and you'll use the Vigilante, or you swap it to Hammer Shot or anything else, depending on your Riven of course. My Riven is like, couldn't get anything really good. You can be using Galvanized Scope, since the headshot ain't that hard to get with the weapon. And that is how it looks like with the Galvanized Scope. Pretty easy to get the headshots. Terminal velocity, I'd say, is required. Projectile speed just lessens the fall off we have on the alternate fire, so it makes it pretty mandatory. But you can also use the very standard Hunter munition if you want the slash, because the forced impact on the alternate fire and no slash values is kinda making this one very good, depending if you really need the slash, because it just kills everything, including demolishers, just literally everything. The moment it lands on it, just have a good primer and you're good to go. Bladed rounds can be also good, just all what you prefer. This weapon will do big damn no matter what you do. And since I really don't like the fact that my procs from status damage not proccing my primary Deathhead, I will just remove it and use a very simple bladed rounds. And remember that modding for base damage isn't bad with that weapon, because this mod giving our direct damage increase per status type is multiplicative to the base damage. So you can honestly take bladed rounds out and just put the simple serration in. And that makes it pretty easy. In case you don't have a Riven, you can just slap the bladed rounds here, or the hunter munitions, or wherever you really want. Primary Merciless isn't that bad, since it gives a reload speed to a weapon with very high reload time, so any reload mods, in case you don't have a Riven, are also a very good option. Just remember, you don't have to be like me, an addict to damage caps, so you don't have to like stack it up to the fucking full potential of a single hit, because it's literally not really needed. But this is how I love to play my Warframe. So, for a field test, we went to the Disruption mission to quickly have a look on how it's like killing the demolishers with Quellor. Just wait for the prime, you know, so it looks the best. But he's just taken out real quick anyway. One of the best things about this weapon is the fact it's AoE because of the punch through. Okay, this time let's just shoot the guy instead of messing around with the priming. Just get my roar up. Oh, that guy's just gonna explode. Yeah. I need something tankier, you know, maybe infested disruption. And to do the best justice to the weapon, I'm gonna actually fully prime every target with a proper primer, which is the Kuvanukor here, built like this for just corrosive cold. It has innate radiation and progenitor magnetic. Should be good enough. Especially with the fact I'm using secondary encumber on it. But honestly, let's use some like more into the viral and some fire rate. But to be fair, one thing I really love about the Quellor is how easy it is to get the secondary Deathhead even into infested. You just press your alternate fire and you can be sure that there is a headshot happening, especially in a pack of enemies. Just look. Third stack. It's a guarantee. First one's probably gonna be just the charger, so it's gonna be giga easy to kill him. Ah, I forgot I need trolls for the extra damage to primary. Yep. To be expected. Ah, that's just Thrasher. Oh, he's immune to prime. Oh, actually, magnetic and cold. Oh, it's enough anyway. So Let's go to a normal mission, 5-minute survival, and see the difference with the hunter munition variation. And I'm gonna roll Ash to synergize well with it. Also gonna use Roar. And I'm gonna use my Panzer Vulpaphyla with primary loadout for Tenacious, Reinforced Bond, and the close of course got crit enough. We have enough shields. Oh, perfect. I got a Steel Pot Incursion here. Let's just enjoy the benefits of stealth. Let's get the headshot stack first. One shot stacked. That's pretty chill. Oh, the nullifier is not chill. Ever. I should put some stat stick on the melee for movement. Not enough parkour velocity with 3 shards for a mission like this. On Ash at least. Yeah, the Merciless here would be nice. For the reload speed. Maybe should have swapped by a viral. Can they not die this fast? I mean, my pet is doing a good job with the priming. Pretty satisfying, enjoyable weapon. It just becomes pretty stupid if you give it to Mirage. Damn, it's just cleaning them up. Oh, go away with this bubble. Yeah, the primary Merciless would be so nice for the reload. Holy fuck. Or Volt, for example. The speed should like fix the issue. But the normal fire rate is also very good. Especially if you're aiming somewhere at the heads to land it sometimes. Oh, this nasty nullifiers, man. I'm not looking really. Oh, they're gonna get cleaned. Tell me it's not enjoyable. I don't even have to talk much, just watch. But yeah, let's skip it to the Acolyte and then I will show you the full power whenever Mirage touches weapon like this. Acolyte coming. He's seeing me. Pretty easy even without any priming on him. But this is absolute peak of the weapon. We're just using the Mecha Dog for priming. We're gonna use Reinforced Bond on him for the fire rate. Our Mirage is built with Nourish and Eclipse with a lot of ability strength, Arcane Rage and Arcane Avenger. So here we are in the mod. I'm just gonna wait for the enemies to spawn. First gonna give him viral before he runs away from me. I get my ability strength. Now I buff. Now I need my stack for the headshots. It's gonna be quite quick. Okay, not enough. And now my dog has to do some priming job. Oh, he already did. So that's gonna be quite nice. The damage off the roof. The more we kill, the faster we reset our primer ability, that primes. And yeah, I'm not really focusing on getting a damage cap, but it's gonna randomly pop out. Or maybe let's just get one very quick. Oh, I missed I don't know my buffs up, what I'm doing even. Now. Boom. Full buff. I need to land it on the head, but my dog is always like... I hate that we didn't get any like mecha dog mods to force him to fucking come to me. For fuck's sake. Ah, that is so enjoyable. I don't even need to talk much. You see on your own eyes. The dog gives you a lot of survival with his colt. But the dog is annoying because we don't have posture for him. And he walks away from my nourish. And I have narrow-minded, so there's no range for me to buff him. I always need to make sure I buff him. And the viral is the best part of the damage increase. Nah. Well, dying is trivial with all this priming. I will never struggle to kill anything. 300 mil. Come here, dog. Oh, minus. Minus. I didn't have a slot for anything defensive for my Mirage actually. So my dog is kinda suffering because of it as well. But let's use the clone so we can cover the whole corridor here. What? That's my glass cannon Mirage. Boom, minus. Stop priming this one guy, fuck's sake. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. One more. Whenever I just focus to get the minus numbers, I keep dying. This is so addictive. But in 600 mils, you know, Eclipse is just broken. Even to stack my Noctua, it's so hard. Look what my Noctua does. Just killing everyone because Eclipse. Oh, finally the Acolyte comes. I hope my dog comes here instead. Dying there, come on. Oh, it's violence, so I gotta take him out. No, I don't have ammo. I need to reload. He managed to remove my Eclipse, man, like... Ah, fuck off. I hate him. He always has to come and ruin the fun. All the headshots. $1000 mil. Boom. Gotta watch out Mammo. Actually, some Mammo mods would be nice. The damage is overcapped with the damage anyway if you have a primer like the dog. So basically this is how the build should look. Either you go corrosive or viral. You always have 2 free slots. Be either vigilante armaments, bladed rounds, serration, galvanized scope, maybe are even if you have. Could put hammer shot or primed cryo rounds. You don't need the 60-60 mods, that's first. Like, I just always put them because they take very little capacity off of the weapon. But if you want to invest more formats, you can roll with the primed cryo rounds. Primed threat if you want fire rate, amalgam serration, or vial acceleration instead the primed threat. It's also good, even better actually, because you have infinite punch through on the alternate anyway. If you wonder how I use it most of the time, this is the build I use myself 99% of time when I use Quellor. So that would be all from me. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, see you on the next one.